The state's checkbooks, auditing the money that the government takes from the people's checkbooks.
That's a very important thing that people got to understand. Your job, if you're elected, is to watch out for our money that the government is spending right now.
Absolutely. It's the top public advocacy position in the state, reporting to no one but the people. It's one of the 6 constitutional offices. The election is going to be in November. In this time of fiscal crisis, when we have over a $21 billion unfunded pension liability, over a $15 billion unfunded health care liability for retirees, the state really has to watch every dime that's going out. And we need someone in there that's going to protect us, that's going to look for inefficiencies and waste in the system.
Well, when I heard that you're actually an auditor right now, and Ernst Young and everything you're doing in the private sector, what you've done in the public sector, this chief financial officer of the Mass State Lottery, vice chairman of your Framingham, where you live, the finance committee, and for heaven's sakes, Mary, it seems to me it'd be a no-brainer on this one.
Well, it seems that way to me. I'm actually not currently at Ernst & Young. I was at Ernst & Young for a number of years after I graduated from UMass. But now I'm a partner in a business development firm. Most recently, I served on the Turnpike Authority Board, and that was the experience that basically drove me to run for this seat. Yes, I have a tremendous background, I believe, to take on this role as an auditor, but the experience of the Turnpike Board, watching Beacon Hill up close and personal, and not always liking what I saw, drove me to run for this seat, because we need someone that's going to stand up for the public. And that's what I did on the Turnpike Board. It was an amazing experience.
Now, you were on the board for how long? For 4 or 5 years?
4 years. Yep. 4 years. I was appointed in 2005 by Governor Romney. And it was right about the time that the Big Dig was substantially complete in terms of construction. But we went through enormous financial challenges. That prior to my coming on the board, the Turnpike had entered into these swaption transactions, which are derivative instruments that basically were very dangerous bets. We had to try to clean that up. For toll hikes, I voted against the toll hikes because they were just trying to take too much money from the people. And the roadway, at least my belief was that the tolls on the Turnpike should have been long gone when that roadway was paid for. But that didn't happen. They just kept taking money from the people. And the public really needs a voice, someone that's going to stand up for them despite the consequences.
We're talking excuse me, go ahead, Mary.
No, when I was, I was very vocal on that board. I was on talk radio, wrote op-eds in the major newspapers, and it didn't earn me a whole lot of favors on Beacon Hill, but it did teach me that the people want someone to stand up for them.
We're talking to Mary Connaughton, everybody. She's going to be running for she is running for state auditor. Mary, one of the things that everybody talks about is transparency, accountability, efficiency, but nobody has any faith that that's really being done on a statewide. When you come in, what can you do specifically to make sure we've got transparency, that there is accountability, and if you're separate and you don't answer to anybody, what can you do about it?
Okay, a couple of things. So just as an example, the Turnpike Authority Board basically went away. They abolished the Turnpike Authority and created a whole new board for transportation that not only oversees the tolled roads, but all the state highways, the registry of motor vehicles, regional airports, regional transit authorities, largely the T. It's an enormously big board. They did this in the name of reform and saying it was going to save us $6.5 billion. Now, if I were state auditor, when something like that, when major legislation is passing, I would say, hey, guys, to save $6.5 billion, A, B, C, D, and E have to be done. And then the new board would be accountable for A, B, C, D, and E.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. So the auditor can bring about accountability by being in the bully pulpit, standing up for the people. Additionally, when I was on the Turnpike Board, I had a blog on the Boston Herald's website called Toll Talk. And I would blog daily, letting the people know what's going on, posting the budget, posting what's happening in terms of policy decisions that were being made, so the public knows what's going on. With today's internet technology, it's a great way to get the word out to the people, to hold government officials accountable. And I would do that as state auditor. I'd have a nice website displaying financial information. I would have a daily blog where I would post. The people just want to know the truth. Now, as a CPA, I have to be independent and objective. and that's part of the professional standards for CPAs. I have to tell the people like it is without political spin. And I think that's what the people really want.
Yeah,
they want the truth.
People are tired of the spin, Mary, and God bless Joe DiNucci, but I mean, he had people under him that were really the auditors and not himself. But it's time for Joe to go, and it's time for new blood in there. How do people find out more about Mary Connaughton?
They can go to maryforauditor.com. That's my website. They can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. I post very regularly about where I'm going or what my activities are for the day. You could Google my name, Mary Connaughton, Connaughton, and you can find out everything that I did while I was on the Turnpike Board. I was very vocal again. I wrote a lot of op-eds for the papers and just kept people informed.
Mary Connaughton, good luck. Keep us informed of what's going on. We appreciate it. You've got it there. There's a long way to go before November, but keep the word up and get out there, okay?
Ed, thanks so much, and have a great day.
Thanks,
Beautiful
Mary.
Good Thoughts Day.
Thanks. To you too. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
That was Mary Connaughton, everybody. She's running.